Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzita7 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog here today. In this video, we're going to be talking about this week's update and patch notes that came out earlier this morning. And yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right into it today. There was no actual update, however, there is the start of another one of their typical collect little fragments events, but this one's actually coming with a small change or like addition, which I guess I'll head over there now because I don't think I have a bracelet or anything to teleport directly there. The only thing I don't like about this event is the name. I think it was pretty poorly chosen because when I saw Master Crafting on the homepage in the morning, I thought maybe there was like an elite crafting outfit coming out, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense since it's not one of the gathering skills that normally gets one, although I guess Dungeoneering has one, whatever. But it just made me think, oh, maybe there's a new crafting outfit or something like that that's come out, but in reality it's just another one of their recycled token events, which is kind of annoying. Just think poor choice of name for sure. But this came along with some renovations to the crafting guild, and I don't know if this was done previously because they say they're recent renovations, but either way, I haven't actually been here since, and my god, that icon is humongous. I have seen it on Reddit, people complaining about the icon size, but I haven't seen it for myself. They said they can't fix it without a cold fix, so it's going to be coming next week, which is kind of funny. I don't know, it's just humongous symbol. But yeah, the event can be accessed from anywhere. Of course, it's just another token event. However, this one has notably more rewards than past events, I feel. It's pretty cool, I think, that they have these extra rewards available, and there's interesting little bonuses. However, they're not available to hardcore Ironmen or Ironmen in general. But as you can see, it definitely is a bit different. The overall layout of the guild is pretty much the same, but there's some clay rocks. I think this used to be only gold, but I could be completely wrong on that. Sink. They actually have a furnace. I think that's new in here. And also some pottery wheels. I don't know if those were there before either. And they have a pottery oven. So this is probably got to be the best place to do pottery stuff, right? Better than Prif even? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume that is. But anyways, if you are in the guild here, you will be getting an XP boost. So while crafting, you'll be getting a 10% XP boost. So if you want to train your crafting, come here to the guild and do that. But even if you're going to be training any other skill, you'll still be getting a 5% XP boost. So if you're going to be doing any bank standing, I would recommend obviously come here to the guild in order to get that XP bonus. You'll also be getting the Master Crafting patches, which are this event's tokens. During the event, you can get them wherever in the world, but you'll be getting 10% more patches if you're doing crafting and 5% more while doing other artisan skills, smithing, fletching, or construction. So if you want to get extra of them, you can do that to get those extras, but it's not a big deal. I'm sure you'll be able to get enough. Also, of course, as usual, you can buy some of these packs with rune coins if you want. And new to this event, they have the ability to buy them directly with bonds, which I'm not sure if that's a good deal or not based on like converting the bonds to rune coins. But if you do want to buy the packs for whatever reason, you are, that is an option now as the addition to exchange bonds for them. But yeah, the big changes like this. Oh, there's an Invention Workbench here too. Wow. So yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff added in here, which I think is pretty good. The furnace especially is good for doing jewelry and stuff like that. As far as I know, that wasn't there before based on their post. I don't think it was. But you can also enter the crafting guild even if you don't meet the level requirement, which I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the level requirement is for the crafting guild. But oh yeah, that's a nice patch note that I definitely want to mention. Do they even have it in here is my question. The crafting guild, I don't know. I could look it up, but I'm not too fussed about it. So that's a pretty cool event. I like it. I like a lot how it's actually tied in to the world. It's not just in the Lumbridge crater, which is a nice thing, and how it comes along with actual improvements to this location. Now, the thing that I want to make sure happens is that these improvements hopefully will stick around after the event happens, because as you might have seen, one of the event unlocks for 800 of the patches is a bank chest within the crafting guild, and specifically it says temporary. I'd like that to be a permanent bank chest, because that would obviously make the guild actually have a good use rather than being completely dead. We'll have to see if they take that feedback on. But this event's running from the 9th of March to the 23rd, so plenty of time to gather all those patches. I hope they continue to do events in this way, where they have a reason to exist within the game world. Like, this is because the crafting guild has been updated and stuff like that. I think it's very nice. Also, there are various passive bonuses you get during the event. These are not available to Iron Men, but obviously you have the normal cosmetic stuff, but then you see this jewelry benefits unlocked at 5,000 of the patches is not available for Iron Man. But what that does is it gives you a 50% faster chance, or it's not a chance, you smelt gold and silver ore 50% faster basically, which is a pretty significant increase, although I don't think mains are really doing that. It would obviously be very good for Iron Man to have that. However, it's not something you can take advantage of, because you could use it for like Slayer rings and stuff. So I guess if you're a main, you could make some Slayer rings for this, get some precious components and stuff, because also from that bonus you get 33% faster casting of the actual jewelry. So overall, it's a very big speed increase to the entire process, and you get 250% increased experience when smelting gold and silver bars, which obviously isn't a huge XP to begin with, but still, I like the little temporary bonus that's available. Then a couple more cosmetics, and we have another bonus at 10,000 reputation for mining. This makes it so you get 50% more experience when mining gold and silver rocks, of which both are here in the guild, and mining the clay rocks will give you soft clay instead of regular clay, which is like how it is in Ithel district of Prif. Again, not available for Iron Man. I'm not 100% sure if these benefits apply globally or if they're only within the guild. That's not actually mentioned, I don't think. Not on the wiki at the very least, as far as I can tell. Let me just see if it says anything in here. I don't think it does. So yeah, someone can confirm that if they want. And then lastly, at the very end, with 20,000 of the patches, you get the earn benefits, which let you use the pottery wheel 50% faster, which is to form the urns into their uncooked versions or whatever. And then you'll use the oven 80% faster, which is a huge increase, because they're really it's pretty slow to use the oven normally, and you'll get 100% more experience when crafting urns. So a nice bit of little bonuses that you can get from doing the event. And overall, I'd say this is the best token style event that they've had recently. The only thing that I just don't like is the name choice. I just think they could have gone with a better one than that to make it less misleading, I guess is what I would call it. But yeah, that is the event that's going on. And there were also some other things from the Ninja team. They've done their second, I guess they have a whole release that is for all of their changes that they've done. So this is like their second week of it. And there's some pretty good ones in here that I definitely want to mention. Oh yeah, I can't use this bank, so I got to get out of here. The first one is some improvements to our drop cleaners, which are like the Charming Imp and stuff like that. So I'll take out the ones that I have, which is the Herbicide. Where's my Bone Crusher? Oh, I even have a seed aside. I didn't know that. Bone Crusher and my Charming Imp. So the main one is to the Charming Imp, because previously you had to talk to him and like tell him which charms you wanted one at a time. It was kind of an annoyance. But now it's just like all the other interfaces. As you can see here, you've got each of the charm types for the regular charms and then the random charms that you can also get. And it tells you, this is a new thing, it tells you the amount of summoning XP you'll get for each of the charms if you're having them consumed, which is a very nice little addition. Helps you decide if you are trying to figure out which things you want or don't want to get consumed. And they also have it for the spirit gems. I'm pretty sure prior to now, you had to just have it take all of the spirit gems, but now you can have it be only individual ones, and they show you the XP for those as well. So very, very nice change to this interface, and they've also applied the same styling to these other interfaces. So like you check the Bone Crusher, you'll see the amount of XP you will get for destroying the bone, and also the amount of GP that this bone is worth on the Grand Exchange, which is a nice little addition to it. I think it makes it a lot nicer and easier to just see in one compact interface which things you would want to do based on the information you would need to make those decisions. So very, very nice. And they also tell you where to get the upgrades for these various items, if there are any available, here at the bottom. To get the bone collector ability, you need to get it from Bonnie on Wyco, which, I don't know, it just looks really, it's a nice addition. So you don't, all the information about the item is available in one place. Same thing with the seed-aside here. This one has a lot of stuff, and also, of course, another upgrade available for that, and the herbicide as well. They were all added to this, and another upgrade available for that. So yeah, I think very, very nice. Looks a lot better, and they're all consistent with each other, which is really great. Love to see that consistency coming in with the drop cleaners. So I really, really like the changes to all of these. I don't think there was anything specific other than that. They also made it so that the things are now ordered by type and level, which is good to have it more organized and easier to sort through. So yeah, a pretty good one right there. Other fixes they made, the Geyser Titan Summoning Familiar can now recharge all of the Dragonstone jewelry, which is going to be a little bit nicer than having to go to get them recharged at the various places every time. This includes the, I think, the skills necklaces and combat bracelets it couldn't do before. Also, at the Artisan's Workshop, the ceremonial sword guy will no longer interrupt your smithing. He'll appear, and you have to talk to him to get the plans, which is nice because he would kind of interrupt you before, which was a pain. Let's see. This one was actually like a sneaky little small one that I think might go a little unnoticed, and it's actually really, really nice in my opinion. Whenever you open the skill guide now, it will jump to your level, so you can see what you have unlocked around your level and what you're getting soon without having to scroll through the whole thing. So like I click on farming, and you can see right here at the top is 107, which is my level, and I don't have to, do this to scroll through the entire thing. I think it's, obviously you could click before, but just in general, it's just a nice little QOL thing that I wouldn't have even thought of to add, and I think it's really, really nice, and it might go, under the radar, might be unnoticed, but I think it's, a big thing. It's pretty nice and convenient just having it be right at the spot you're at, so you can see the relevant info for your level at that time when you click on it. So very, very nice one there. Also at the Deep Sea Fishing Hub, I guess I'll head over there, even though it's not a huge significant thing that necessarily needs to be shown fully, but basically they added a deposit all raw fish option on the magical nets at the Deep Sea Fishing Hub, basically to make it so that you can use urns there without having to be annoyed by all of your, having to do the fish individually, like if you're doing swarm fishing or something like that. I saw on Reddit they should also add this to Menaphos deposit boxes because of the various types of fish you get there. Although the VIP area has a bank chest, so you can have a preset, which maybe is a good reason to not add it because it's a little reward for the VIP area. But yeah, as you can see, there's deposit all, and now deposit all raw fish. I wish they would let you make it the left click option, which would be even better, but still, it's a nice little change, and it'll probably prompt people to actually use urns here, because prior to now, I don't think a lot of people did do it because it was a bit of a pain having to deposit all the various types of fish you might have individually. They also made a couple of improvements to the Lumbridge market that was replaced the Combat Academy recently. None of it is very significant at all, and notably, they still don't have any actual shops at this market, which I think is a pretty big misstep. I really hope at some point they add actual shops you can trade and buy stuff from at these markets, because it is kind of just lame having it just be a bunch of people that you can't even interact with standing around. I didn't know they had they must have added that as well. A master farmer is here. That's interesting. But yeah, that is that. They have a couple of additional things for the Solok scaling last week. They fixed the root attack that was apparently happening at the wrong time. It's now back to normal. They also had the defend animations removed last week, but they weren't done for Telos, which they fixed. It kind of just seems weird that Solok scaling has Telos changes under it, but it was a part of that update, I guess, so they're kind of just lumping it all in together. And then there was just bug fixes, none of which I think were very significant in there, so yeah, that's this week's update. Overall, it was pretty good. I like, again, like I said, I like how the event was bundled with a little improvements to the crafting guild. I really do hope they keep the bank chest in there after the event is over, because it's definitely a nice little addition, and maybe they could add something that makes you that you have to do related to the guild to unlock it. I think might be a good idea, just so it's not just there, because you even for the event you have to unlock it. But still, I think it could be a good thing to have to bring some life back to that guild, which is mostly dead. And then the ninja updates were pretty nice. I like all the drop cleaners changes. That little skill guide update was nice. And overall, a pretty decent week for what it is, a patch week, of course. And if you missed it, last week they released a video for the Road to Archeology, the first one, and that video was actually pretty sick. I actually liked it a lot, and a lot of the information they released, it's got me pretty hyped for the release of the skill. I'm really, really looking forward to it. It looks like it's going to have a ton of stuff packed into it. The animations looked really good for like the cleaning of the relics and stuff like that. Just looks like it's going to be a really nice skill and have a lot of good rewards and stuff. So really looking forward to playing that when it comes out on, what's the exact date? March the 30th. So now it's just 3 weeks away. So really looking forward to that coming out. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video, you guys. If you missed it, I uploaded a Hardcore Iron Man episode yesterday. Definitely want to check that one out. It was a pretty sweet episode. It got a lot of nice drops in there. And we'll have another one on this weekend as usual. Depending on how big the second archaeology video is, if they do come out with another one, I may or may not make a video talking about all the stuff, because I just barely touched on the first video. I might make a full video talking about all the stuff that they've brought up in relation to archaeology and my thoughts on it. So let me know if you would like to see that in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys later in the week. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and peace out.